I'm going to explain to you about the 12 dimensions of consciousness. So the 12 dimensions of consciousness are our conscious reality that we can move between. So you've got this scale from 3D to 12D. When you're in your 3D, you are connected to your survival instinct and you're very much controlled by that survival instinct. So the survival instinct uses a lot of fear in order to keep you safe. When you're in 12-dimensional consciousness, you're more connected to the light, to source energy. And a lot of people, for example, who are neurodiverse or have autism, they will be very much in the 12-dimensional reality and be bouncing up and down at this end of the scale, which means they're very much detached from their survival instinct, from their ego. So they'll struggle to fit in, they'll be detached from that pack animal mentality, so they will be free from fear and corruption and nasty behaviours, but they'll struggle to connect with other people, to communicate and to fit it. So somebody who may have a lot of narcissistic traits or have suffered or detached from that connection to the light will be very much in the 3D and be bouncing at the bottom scale. So it's all about balance. If you're able to make peace with the darkness and make peace with the light, you will be able to move into a 60, 70 reality. Once you move to 7-dimensional consciousness, you move to a state of peace. You're able to move into your body and feel safe in your body because you're no longer holding the dense energy that your ego has held within your body and within your mind. And when you're in this state of peace, it feels amazing because other people struggle to affect your energy. So you could be in a difficult situation or have a difficult conversation with somebody could be trying to bring you down, and they won't be able to pull you out of that 7D consciousness because you're already balanced. Once you're there, you can't be pulled out of it. A lot of people struggle when they first move into 7D because they are still playing the old character and they feel like they're being pulled out of it, but they're not. It's just an illusion from your past experiences. So I help a lot of my clients to move into this balanced state of consciousness and also to make peace with that 7D consciousness when they're in it. So a lot of people will be at opposite ends of the polarity. So they'll be either in the 3D or up here at this end, and they struggle to find that balance in between. And this is because if you've experienced a lot of trauma and a lot of darkness, your survival instinct will allow you to escape into the light. And what a lot of people do is they enjoy this feeling and this detachment when they're in the light, but what happens, they can't maintain it, so they crash back down into 3D and experience a lot of depression, a lot of darkness when they're bouncing between the two, because you've got the higher self and the ego competing against each other. One's trying to keep you safe, one's trying to move you away and detach you from that difficulty. So 7D consciousness is when the ego and the higher self are working in harmony, they're balanced, they're no longer fighting against each other. And you're then able to move to this beautiful, authentic state and open up your true power. And you're able to be yourself because you've made peace with your darkness. You've gone through hell and back, and you're able to just be content when you experience dark energies and when you experience light energies. A lot of people who fear the light, they fear authenticity, they fear seeing themselves for who they truly are. And a lot of people in the light, they struggle to face their trauma. So when you're able to balance the dark and the light, that is when the magic happens. That is when you move to that state of peace, and stress and anxiety and depression no longer exist in your reality. You might see it in other people, but that no longer affects you. And I've actually been told that I'm going to be moving out of this dimensional reality. So I'm no longer going to be bouncing between the dimensions. I have no idea what that means yet, but as soon as I'm ready to understand it on a deeper level and receive the guidance on what it means to be outside of this 12-dimensional reality, I will share this with you. And I'm really, really excited to see where we're all evolving to